I used to eat clean, I used to work hard, but I still wasn't losing weight. Sounds familiar? Here's what changed everything for me. I finally understood what calorie deficit was all about. And no, it's not about starving yourself or cutting calories, drinking lemon water, and all those sort of crazy stuff that the influencers do. Yeah, no. Trying to lose weight over 40, understanding your calories is the game changer for you. Let me break it down for you in real life. A calorie deficit means you're burning more calories than you're eating. Now, let's break this down further. What we need to do is to find our calorie intake. Deduct 300 to 500 calories, and that becomes your calorie deficit. And then what we need is somehow to monitor that intake and our progress. And then the other piece is your nutrient that you're taking. What should you prioritize when you eat? Now that we got that out of the way, let's see how to calculate your calorie deficit. Your basal metabolic rate, or BMR, is the minimum calories that your body needs. It's basically what you need to stay alive. Let's call it your couch potato calorie bin. You can generally find some free website that you can use for your BMR. I'm going to put a link in the description so you can use that. And then you need your total daily energy expenditure, your TDEE. You need to account for all the activities that you do in a week. From there, you need to multiply that by 1.2 to 1.9, depending on your activity level. This is very important that you be honest with yourself. If you only do 2 days a week of activity, multiply it by 1.2. And then what you want to do from there is to create your calorie deficit. If you're doing a lot of cardio, use the 300 calorie deficit, but if you don't do any cardio, use the 500. Now, would I recommend tracking your macros? Probably not. It's too stressful already to work out and try to work out your macros and try to work out your nutrients. As long as you hit the minimum nutrient levels, that's fine. So what you want to do to make sure that you also keep your muscles, eat 0.8 to 1 grams of protein per pound of body weight, 10 grams of fiber per 1,000 calories, and 15% of your calories also need to come from fat. That all of that together will give you enough for you to eat your fruit and vegetables and the good fats and everything else. Now, good question is, how do I track my progress? So what I recommend is to measure yourself on the scale every single morning at the same time exactly. If you had a drink before, if you had a coffee before, do it at that time. If you didn't have coffee, just measure yourself at the same time. So it gives you pretty much almost the same results. And then take the average for the week. So I don't like to track it on a daily basis thinking, oh, I lost weight or I gained weight. That might just be your water weight. So that just makes you disappointed and demotivated. So just look at your average for the week, and that will be your progress. Now that we have the nutrition under control, how do we record what we eat? How do we monitor what we eat? It's not a rocket science. All you need is some free calculator app. So in this case, there's heaps of them. I use my Fitness Pal. All I do is I put this into my calculator and it tells me how much calorie I have left. That simple. The key is consistency over perfection. Yes, the scale might go up and down, but what you need to do is look at the whole week and get the average for the week. That would be your weight loss. So here is what a typical day look like for me. So for breakfast, I'll have Greek yogurt with some strawberries and potentially a scoop of protein. And then for lunch, I have either some salad or zucchini with some chicken or egg. So I have some protein and I have something low carb and I guess something that creates the volume. And then for dinner, I'll just have something very light. I might have some stir fries, something that is, or some grilled chicken with broccoli, really fill you up. And then as a snack, I'll have a protein bar, or I just have an apple or popcorn, or some protein ice cream. I can show you the trick for that one later. Pretty much I'll focus on volume eating. So think about the big salad, piece of protein, and a little bit of carb. I didn't cut out my favorite foods. I still have my little chocolates here and there. I still have my favorite protein bar. I just made smarter swaps, kept portions in check, and stayed full. And yes, I still had a drink or two occasionally, but I just didn't let that bother me and throw my whole week out. Just because you had one thing doesn't mean you're going to throw that whole week out. Stop saying I'm going to start Monday. Start right now. If this video was helpful to you, please subscribe and hit that like button to help me and motivate me to do more videos like this. Until next time.